Hello YouTube, this is Amos Bro. How are we doing on this Friday evening? It is Friday, April 28th, 2017. How the hell have you been? So, this week, whoo, man. You know, where do we go? Because, you know, my schedule sometimes. I'm gonna pull the curtain back and just give you an idea how things go for me usually. I can usually have an idea of things I want to get done and when I want to get them done by. Unless things happen that completely blow up the schedule's set and I know what's going to happen and you'll get videos. I can't do that this year because I started a lot of projects. I got about 5,000 games I still need to play through. Started a writing project. And then I found out about 5,000 tons worth of anime news to come up. So, it's like, you know, it's a crazy time, man. Crazy. So, what the hell am I yapping about? Okay, let's go with it. So, UtaPri. Actually, you know what? Let's save UtaPri for last. Code Realize. What didn't they announce? Please, somebody tell me this. What didn't they announce? The only thing I was waiting on then was you know, a line of Code Realize pajamas. But I'll explain why I said that. So it was announced earlier this week that we are going to be getting the Code Realize anime. Well, we already knew that we were going to get that, but we didn't know when we were going to get it. Well, it turns out we know now when that's going to happen. It's going to happen in October. Now, for those of you who forget, about 2 years ago, because they'll go back a ways, that was about when, it was about 2 or 3 years ago, when Code Realize came to the States, the Guardian of Rebirth. And then we found out, oh, there's going to be an anime, but we didn't know when it was going to be. We didn't hear jack squat for all of 2016. So you probably could have assumed the project's dead. And you would have been right to think that. The only thing we knew was that there was a fan disc coming out in Japan, which we were eventually going to get. But we still didn't know anything about this anime. Well, we know now when that's going to be. That is going to be in October. And if we think about the way some of the past few Octobers have been, like the past 3, it's been crazy, the fall season. Because if you think about it, what was one of the big animes we had in 2015? We had K Return of Kings, which, as many people know, I adore the K Project series. I still need to get the movie. Which was released by our friends over at Viz Media. Then you get to last year, and last year just had everything. I mean, you had, Classicaloid, Magic Kill and Renaissance. You had the 3rd season of Haiku. You had that little anime called Yuri on Ice, you might have heard of it. You had also the 4th season of Otome Fandom, which we're going to be talking about in a minute. I mean, that was arguably the most loaded October ever. I only got to review one of them because things happened, and I feel bad about it. I mean, because you had All Out, you had Classicaloid, you had Magic Kill and Renaissance, you had UtaPri, da-da-da-da. What didn't you have? Bungo Stray Dogs. You had all that. Now, this year, we're getting Code Realize and the UtaPri anime, which is going to be a very interesting series, which features, let me think, Squall, Solids, Growth, and Sora, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So that's going to be interesting. I've actually been playing the smartphone game UtaPri and I'm actually going to talk about that. If all goes well, I should have the video up Sunday for you. If not, Monday. We'll get more into that in a minute. And I've been enjoying the game a lot. I mean, I've been like, you know, practically sweating playing the game. That's how into it I've been getting, which is what I can honestly say. And this is no shade intended to the UtaPri crew. That's more than I can say for even the music games. Although those do keep my blood pressure up for me. Good enough. But that's been insane enough. Just hearing all this news about, you know, what's going to happen with... Oh, and by the way, not only is Code Red is getting an anime, but it's going to get a stage musical, which I'm praying I would love at one of these points, Sentai Filmworks or somebody to get a license for these stage musicals, these stage plays, because I would love to be able to see a subbed version of the musicals. I know there's probably reasons they can't, but I would love to, especially Code Red, because it is arguably one of my favorite franchises of all time. That just goes without saying, I'm sorry. So you're going to get the musical. Then we know that we're getting the fan disc. Oh, by the way, that fan disc is also going to be is part of a double pack, because in Japan they had a Vita double pack, which had the original Code Realize and the fan disc, which I plan on getting at some point. Well, the PS4 is getting a version of that in Japan, and now I'm wishing I had a PS4 because I want to get that. No, seriously, I seriously want to get that. And maybe I will at some point. Because I do want it. I seriously want that double pack on my PS4. And by the way, for those of you who have a PS4 Pro, I did some research, and yes, it is PS4 Pro compatible, so you can play it on there. I don't know what difference it's going to do you, but you can play it on there, so you know. But that's just crazy, man. Hey, everything I just told you right there, that's enough for a video. But I'm not done. Because this week was that crazy. Fast forward, whoop, this was about, oh, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, around there. It was beginning of the week. Fast forward now to today, or Friday by the time most of you watch this. UtaPri, can we talk? Okay, so occasionally I like to, you know, lurk on the UtaPri websites, like the .tv website and the .com website. Now, I haven't been lurking on there lately because most of the news I've seen is pretty much the same that anybody would know. Well, apparently there was a piece of information I didn't know, which is unusual for me. So, we know that the 26th and 27th is 6th stage. And it's the big thing for UtaPri fans every year, right? It's a big, big deal. Which, oh, by the way, I need to discuss one other thing real quick before I get into that. The Quartet Night DVD, because I don't know if I mentioned this in a video yet. The Quartet Night DVD is scheduled to come out October 13th, which is a Friday this year. So that's going to come out. I do plan on ordering it. I do plan on doing a review on it for you. So that, yeah, there's that to talk about. But we know that generally speaking, the UtaPri concert is a Saturday-Sunday affair. This year was scheduled for the 26th and 27th. Now, typically, what they'll do is that on that weekend for that stage show, the Friday is when everybody gets their tickets and any other merchandise they want to get and whatever, and maybe they'll get some on Saturday, but Saturday and Sunday are the days when they do the show. It's a common practice. It's what they do. Well, this year, somebody apparently got a bug up their ears and said, yeah, you know how we typically do a weekend? Why don't we just say that and do the whole damn week? So here's what's going to happen, for those of you who aren't aware, so I can explain this better. Starting on the 20th of May, the 20th of May, we are going to get, well, not we're going to get, but that is officially when the 6-stage celebration starts. May 20th this year. May 20th, 21st, then 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Like, this is the biggest celebration that they have done in 6 years that they have done the stage show. Do we realize that? If I've counted my days right, that's a 6-day event. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's, hold on, 20th, 21st, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. It's about 6 days. Think about this. A 6-day event, which is going to have Quartet Night, Starish, Heavens. Keep this in mind also while we're thinking about this. The first half of the Starish quiz for the UtaPri Utena Prince Sama All-Stars quiz, the first half of their quiz is going to take place on May 10th, which is the release date. 2 weeks later, the 24th, May 24th, is the release day for their second half. It was originally supposed to be in June, but they moved it up. Yeah, it got bumped up, and I guess this was why. Because they went, oh, wait a second, we're going to be doing a lot of this year. So now, that's going to be released in the midst of this week, in the midst of this big celebration, as well as, remember, we have on the 17th, I believe it was, we're going to have the first of the 2 Quartet Night singles. The week after that, which is I believe the 24th, we're going to have the other 2N single. The first one will be Camas Rege, the second one will be I Ramoro. So that's going to be completely crazy. This is going to be, this month of May is going to be insane. I have to rethink my schedule for a project I was doing, because my original plan, I'm just going to let everybody in, again, I'm going to pull the curtain back. My original plan was to do an episode for this Fix series I'm doing. I'm going to do one this weekend, and then my plan was to do one during the week next week, that weekend, and then maybe one more before I knew I was going to have to really start hardcore buckling down on 6-stage stuff. Now, knowing that in theory all the 6-stage festivities start up on the 20th, this puts me in a bit of a pickle. So I had decided, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let everybody know. I'm going to get this one done either by the end of this weekend or by the middle of the week, Wednesday. I should have it up by the weekend. But after that, it goes on hiatus until after 6-stage, because there's no way I'm going to be able to focus on it. Just not. I want to say that it will start back up in June, and it will. They'll start up the first week of June. I just know I won't be able to focus now after I get this one done, because this is going to be insane. You have a 6-day event, the biggest ever. I'm just repeating this just for my own sanity, because this is crazy. 6 days. 6 days. 6 freaking days. Broccoli is going to do this. I want to know, in that 6 days, what is everything they've got planned. Because you know, we know without a shadow of a doubt, they're probably going to officially either announce the launch date for Shining Live, or they're going to announce some other stuff. If they announce more stuff, what are they going to announce? That is the question. Because you figure, okay, there's a possibility, there's still an outside possibility for a Music 4, which I'm thinking they could still do that even if they do the smartphone app, because maybe people will want to still play a music game on their Vita. Because I think Music 3 did pretty well, didn't it? I'll have to double check the sales numbers again. But there's that. There's also a huge possibility to finally give Heavens a game. Because people I know want to know what is their story. What is the story of the Heavens characters? What's going on with them? We're hopefully going to get to find out. Also, you know, the one big thing everybody wants to know is, what is this animation project that's been hyped up? Because remember, at the end of last season, they said that they were starting the new animation project immediately. Well, what is it? Somebody posted up a thing on April Fool's Day that claimed it was a movie. And the movie was to feature all 3 units. It's not a little possibility, because I think I remember reading somewhere ages ago that there was the potential for a movie with UtaPri. So, would I be 100% opposed to it? No, but you have to explain to me what you're going to do with it also. You have to give me the entire premise. So that would be interesting. Do I feel that there still is the potential for a 5th season? Very much so. And I do believe there was a lot of foreshadowing within this last season that said it was going to be a Quartet Night Heavens season. But I can't prove it, and I can't get anybody else to see the dots and how they connect. It's almost impossible. But there are a lot of things still to come with UtaPri. Do you realize that this franchise has been around, technically speaking, since 2009? if you go on the archive, I believe it's archive either .com or .org, way back, the Internet Wayback Machine. If you go on there and you type in UtaPri.com and you go all the way back to 2009 when the series was first announced, the series, even though it technically started in June of 2010, it was announced in 2009. It's an 8-year-old franchise, basically. It's insane. Think about it. And here we are on virtually the doorstep at this point, because they bumped up everything a week, of one of the biggest celebrations ever for arguably one of the most successful Otome franchises of our generation. Think about it. How many people today could have seen UtaPri lasting, consistently mind you, 8 years? If you can sit there and tell me that you saw this coming, I want to know how. Because even if I, way back in 2009, even if I heard the announcement of UtaPri, I would have said, okay, that'll probably be a 1-season thing and done. If they were to do an anime, if back in 2009, if I thought, okay, if they do an anime, it'll be 1 season, done. Here we're going on 4 seasons, potentially 5, probably a movie. Do you realize, think about this, UtaPri has been running for 52 episodes, 53 if you count the OVA. 52 actual televised episodes. That's insane. Now you could sit there and say, well, it is an idol anime, Josh. Yeah, okay, but its foundation, its roots are based in Otome, in the visual novel. Tell me you saw this coming in 2010 when the first game came out. Tell me. Tell me that you honest to God believed that in 2010, 2011, whichever year you want to pick, you saw UtaPri becoming what it is becoming. They're doing a 6-day extravaganza. That's nuts. And this is UtaPri. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I can't do it. But maybe that's just me. Here's what I wanted to know from you all, between these two listen to me, news stories. Which one are you most hyped up about? Because this entire week for me was nothing but hype. And enjoyable hype for the most part. Well, there was that one stinker to that Axis layout when they basically told us about a game that we knew was coming out, but that's a whole other video. Anyway, which one of these two news articles, the Code Realize, anime, musical, and Fandisc release news, or the UtaPri news, which one are you more interested in? Please tell me in the comments down below, because I would love to hear your thoughts. If you're asking me, I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. Give me the UtaPri anime. Give me, well, not the UtaPri. Give me the Code Realize anime. Give me a UtaPri anime too. But give me the Code Realize anime. Give me the musical. Give me the Fandisc. Hell, give me the double pack for PS4. Give me that too while you're at it. I'm gonna be greedy. Hell, it's almost my birthday month. I'm gonna be greedy for once. I'm usually good I'm usually good the other 11 months. This is gonna be the month I'm greedy on. I'm promising you that. But let me know what you are hyped up about between those two? Because I really need to know. Down here. Here. Please. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. I will see you in the next video, and I may be in a minute. Who knows? See you then. Bye-bye.